Hello everybody, this is Danny
and Wanda
from Deep South Homestead. We have been asked to do a particular video on the 5 reasons why we do YouTube.
Yes, and we were tagged by Two Family Homestead and Duncan 1900 Homestead. So we've got lots of reasons why we do YouTube.
We got lots of reasons why we do it, but we're going to probably just try to choose 5.
The first one?
The first one is we like to be able to teach others life skills.
Yes, we have a homestead here that is up and running. Danny's been doing this for all his life. And the skills that we have, we wanted to be able to help others learn how to do things. So
it has always been a desire of ours to teach people how to live this particular lifestyle. It's not an easy lifestyle to live by no means.
No.
It is very difficult to live this lifestyle and live it the way it should be lived.
And we don't want others making some of the mistakes that we see them making. If we can put something out there and they get a little nugget out of a video that keeps them from making a mistake. Yeah, you're going to make mistakes, but
we all
sometimes it can be valuable.
Yeah. Secondly, is we like to be able to bring other people together. That has been one of our biggest desires since we started, since from day one, was to create a community of people, and that bringing people together, not necessarily to where we're at, but to help you locate people in your area that's like-minded. That is
started that. I mean, not from the beginning, Danny and I talked about building a community. And so we built a community on YouTube.
Yes.
And lots of people have learned new neighbors, even though they may not live beside each other. They have new friends. They have lots of contacts. And guys, we're having a gathering. And we had a blast the last 2 times that we've had a gathering. And it's going to be here in South Mississippi. And last year's over 300 people.
Yeah, we had over 300 people last year, which brings us to number 3, and that is to meet like-minded people. And that's one of the whole functions behind our gathering, is not to put on demonstrations and shows and all this kind of stuff, and lots of speeches and all this kind of stuff. We did that last year a little bit more than what we wanted to. And we feel like this year it's just going to be a time for like-minded people to get together.
And fellowship
with one another. Now, there will be a couple of people speaking and
there's
some vendors and events going on, showing you how to do some skills and stuff like that. But it's predominantly about meeting like-minded people. That was another reason why we started YouTube, was so that like-minded people could get together. Because sometimes homesteaders feel like they're isolated.
And that was where I was at, because Danny and I had gotten married, it's almost 6 years ago now. And the first 2 or 3 years, I didn't meet anybody. I mean, there's very few people out here that I even know, even 6 years later.
Yeah.
And none of them are like-minded. And Danny said, well, look, maybe you'll meet some ladies on YouTube that at least you can converse with on the phone or through messaging. And I have a bunch of friends.
Yeah, you got lots of friends now. You even got your own channel now.
I do, which was a surprise to me too. I didn't want to do YouTube.
But fourthly, we wanted to be able to leave a legacy. Even though our kids are not on board, mostly not on board, let me say that, with this type of lifestyle, they all still live the fast-paced city life, you know. They don't really get out and garden and farm or do anything, raising animals or anything like that. They're still caught up in this lifestyle, but we want, in the event that something should happen, we want them to be able to have a legacy to look back and say, my parents created videos about this. If we have a way to access those videos and we can see what our parents had to say and how they felt about certain things, what their beliefs were,
how to plant,
cook,
And we put everything on hard drive, external hard drives, thumb drives, things like that.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have access, or if they don't have access to
The internet.
if the computers are still working, they can access our videos.
Yeah.
And that's one of the beauties of trying to leave a legacy.
Leave a legacy and leaving it on external hard drives.
Yes.
Not depending actually on YouTube for the video.
Exactly. People don't depend on that.
Don't
it may
depend
go
on
away.
it. It could go away at any moment.
And that brings us to
the very last thing, and it was probably our number one thing in the beginning.
And most people look at us and they call us e-beggars and things like that, and that's not it.
No.
But we started YouTube to make money. Plain and simple, that was
to pay our internet bill.
Because it kept going up. And Danny and I we're not even on a limited income. We didn't have an income.
We didn't even have an income.
We had to create an income, and lots of people say we need to get out and get a job. Well, physically, he couldn't. I could have, but we live 15, 20 minutes away from the nearest town, which has 0 jobs, basically. I could be a Walmart greeter.
No, you could be a Walmart greeter, I suppose. But.
And things like that. So I would have to drive an hour or better in either direction to get to a job. And we just needed a way to make an income. And we needed a way to pay that internet bill.
Because we wanted internet, but yet it was just kept progressively getting higher and higher and higher. And us without an income, at the time, I told her, I says, we've either got to turn it off or we've got to try to start doing something to create an income. And
make it pay for itself.
And it's got to pay for itself.
The internet
now,
had to.
I don't really know how we came about YouTube. I mean, it's one of those things. I think it was our neighbor.
We had a couple of neighbors that one wanted us to do videos and put them on Facebook, and which we did.
We did. We had been doing
but we
that.
weren't making any money at it. We were just putting them up. He also wanted us to bring people to our house and teach lessons, like do butchering one day or something. And we didn't have a way to advertise that. We didn't have the money to advertise it. So how do you find people to do that? And we had another neighbor that was watching YouTube all the time and was always talking about the off-grid people and all this. And we're going, why would anybody want to be off-grid?
We just couldn't figure out why
I still ain't figured that one out.
No, not in South Mississippi anyway.
You don't want to be off-grid in South Mississippi. But we started checking into YouTube. And we thought, well, why not see if it would make
we already
our bill.
We already had some videos created for Facebook because we were in the beginning called Bluebird Farm.
Yes. And
when we decided to change the name from Bluebird Farm to Deep South Homestead, we bought the domain and everything, and we put a few videos out there, and lo and behold,
it took off.
It took off. People started watching and going, oh, wow, these people are genuine, these people are real.
And we really do live our life.
We do live
this is our life.
Yeah.
And so, guys, I guess that's what we wanted to say. We do make money. This is our way to make money.
It's our way of paying our bills.
Yeah, and our Etsy store is the other way. You can check that out in the description. We have an Amazon link. We have a Hoss Tool link. We have a Greenstalk link. That is the way we pay
We're
bills.
affiliates for several different companies.
Yes.
And it's just a way of us making our income and sharing information with people, pulling people together. It's building a community. It's not all about us and income, but an income we have to have in order to do it.
Exactly.
Because making videos is extremely expensive and
takes a lot of time.
Takes a lot of time. We probably spend 6 to 7 hours a day just doing videos.
Well, between
editing.
videos, editing, emails,
Etsy,
Facebook, and Etsy, the whole 9 yards. It is a job in itself.
We don't have just one channel now. We have Patreon that we do. We have Crazy Days, and then we have All God's Children. We have all these different channels out there that we monitor, and we may not do the best job on some of them, but
we are who we are.
We are who we are, yeah.
That's all I can say, guys. So, for the ones that wanted to know why we do YouTube, these are our top 5 reasons.
Yes.
And, guys, we'll talk to you later.
See y'all later. Thank you. Deep South Homestead.